since today is Revenge of the Fifth, we decided that we would do a small short video and we were going to play a game called Sith-ulations. Basically, it's a stupid little game I came up with where we read off a situation and we respond to it if we were the Siths in the situation, how we would take care of the situation. So, Ian's made a bunch of different Star Wars situations, but I've added in a bunch of stupid ones that are life, everyday things. So, if you would like to start, my dear.
Sure, of course. Okay, let's see. What did I say? Oh, that's right. So, situation number 1. Bless you.
Sorry.
The first one's gonna go immediately against everything you stand for, and I don't know why I wrote it down, but I did anyway. So, you are a Jedi Apprentice on the planet of Dantooine. You've been tasked with meeting with a bunch of the local farmers to find out about a Kath Hound issue. Kath Hound are these, almost like lion things that run around the plains of Dantooine and, they'll cause shit up. Mm-hmm. But they've gotten wilder and wilder over the days, over the years, over the weeks. You've been asked to figure out why. You eventually come to the conclusion that there is one farmer in particular who's consistently bugging the Kath Hounds at all times of the day. Because he's got this repairs on his speeder bike going on, he's got blasters because he's shooting cans, a bunch of stuff. But you know it's one farmer in particular. What would you do about it?
Well, for me, go to the farmer and tell him to cut it out, basically. If he refuses to cut it out, take his stuff and leave.
Yeah, you just took his stuff.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't annoyed me enough yet to kill him, and if I just take his weapons, he can't really do it anymore. And then if he continues and I have to come back, then there's going to be killing involved, because I don't like to repeat myself.
I just let a Kath Hound loose in his house. But that's just me.
What if he shoots it?
And he's in trouble, because technically, Kath Hounds have this weird, hive mind kind of thing, where if you hurt one, 5 more come. So if he shoots the one, 5 more coming after him, and I don't have to deal with it.
This is true.
I didn't kill him. All I did was casually push a Kath Hound into his house.
Casually pushing.
Yes. I'm a Jedi. I'm not mean. I'm not evil.
I mean, I didn't kill him, I just took his weapons. I was like...
You said if you had to come back a second time, you'd have to kill him.
Stop it, sir. And that's because he's being evil by hurting people.
This is true.
And we take out the bad guys. Bad guys. Alright, my situation. You're having an off day, you're finally getting your chance to relax after a long night of work. Suddenly, you get a phone call from a complete stranger who's being very rude about calling the wrong number. What do you do?
So, the first thing I'd be like, sir, you have the wrong number. Stop talking to me. If he continues to yell at me, then I will threaten his family. If he does not stop me, I've got something I can use to track him down. It's like that weird web browser thing, Google. I'll just Google his number.
That is a thing you can do?
Yes, then I'll track him down and kill him.
A last situation you want to kill. This situation, you're just going to kill the guy who called you.
Hey, if he's being an asshole,
Your accent changed real fast. So, I guess in my situation, knowing me, I'd just hang up. And then if he calls again, I would probably be like... I'd probably actually turn it into a thing on him. Where I start joking around, and making him seem like the most confused person in the world. Because it's very easy to do that with idiots. And then hang up again. After about 2 times, he's probably not going to call back.
Thank you for calling Mexican Sushi Rice. How may I help you?
Exactly.
Okay, so, my turn again. So, you're standing aboard the main deck of your personal battle cruiser. You're up in space, you get to look at all the stars. It's so pretty. It's so nice. You're met with a message from your former master back on Korriban. The whole thing with us Sith is once we're good enough, we're supposed to kind of go out on our own and do our own thing. Mm-hmm. He asks you to return home for a special private lesson he'd like to give you because he is kind and he wants to take care of you, make sure you're still doing well as the Sith. However, you very obviously know that we're Sith, thus it's a trap. If you go back, you're going to die. What are you going to do?
Probably just ignore him.
The issue with that is if he's a high-powered Sith Lord, you're not allowed to. Most Sith Lords have a lot of pull, and they'll send half the Imperial Army off of you.
And I guess I would have no choice but to go and then fight for myself.
I would just fly my ship over atmosphere and take one torpedo and shoot it into his office.
So I thought you were going to be like, fly my ship over and just ram straight into him.
No, because that's a waste of good tech for the battle cruiser.
I'm just saying, if you take a car and you ram it through someone, it's a lot more effective sometimes.
Yes, but then I have to deal with all the injured on my battle cruiser, and I don't want to fill out that much paperwork.
I guess. Alright, so, my question is recently you've come across some information that your best friend has been spreading rumors about you. Rumors that aren't even true in the slightest. You have to meet them for lunch. What do you do?
Use the Force to pin them to the wall and be like, if you continue to talk shit, I'll break your arm. And then break their finger as a threat.
But these are rumors. So there's no saying that your friend's even saying these things.
Okay, then I'll backtrack a second. Sit down at lunch and be like, hey!
Backtrack after breaking the fingers.
Hey. We're not doing that anymore. I'd sit them down and be like, hey, so this is what's being told about me. Do you know anything? And don't lie to me. I know when you're lying. If they lie to me, then I pin them to the wall and break their finger.
People are still breaking fingers, though.
But if they're honest and they're like, yes, I've been telling rumors about you, I'll be like, why? What have I done? I've only broken 2 people's necks. If they're like, I haven't been, and it ends up to be true, then I'll buy them a cookie. Simple as that.
They get a cookie for not doing anything.
Yes.
My response is probably something similar to the fact of trying to get the information out. Though what I'd probably do is send someone that I know to talk to them, to ask the questions of, hey, so what do you know about this person? And if they start to talk about the rumor, I'll probably be at the table behind them in a trench coat or something, and then I'll turn around and be like, I knew it! And then I'd break their neck.
That works.
Yep.
That works very well. So moving on. Might. Lately you've gained information of the Queen of Alderaan. It's like Alderaan, but better, from what I've heard. Has taken a liking to the Empire and the Sith as of late. She has been tasked with meeting up with the Dark Council, which is basically our bosses, to truly defect and pledge herself to our cause. You're currently stationed above the forest moon of Duxon, which is like right outside Alderaan. It's not that far. But you've been tasked to stay put. If you can successfully get into the Queen, you could have her submit to you instead. What do you do?
Probably try to infiltrate and get to the Queen before anyone else does.
I mean, there's no point in infiltrating. You're the only ship in the system.
Oh, well,
She'll be leaving to go to Dropan Kos.
Alright, then I'll just go up to him and yell, lady. I'm cooler. Hang out with me. Yep.
I mean, you'd probably win because all the people on the Dark Council are all male. Most queens like females.
And then I just wiggle my eyebrows at her and be like, yeah, let's do this.
I would probably end up just getting down to Alderaan first and be like, hey, so, quick, I'm here to represent the Dark Council, so I can kind of take your pledge for you, plus I'm kind of a high-ranking member of the Dark Council, you know, complete bullshit, and be like, hey, if you're with me, it's fine, because I'm gonna keep you safe, and we can work together. And basically that, because most people on Alderaan are stupid, so they won't know.
I thought you said it was better.
It's better than Alderaan, but they're still stupid. Alderaan is with the Republic. That's what makes them dumb.
This is my favorite question that I added. You've just woken up and you're super prepared for your favorite breakfast and coffee. Honestly, you've seriously been thinking about it all week since you've been too busy to have any. Then you go into the kitchen, you start to make your pot of coffee, you realize that it's gone, and so are the waffles you were saving. You look to the living room and see your roommate drinking your fresh coffee and eating your last bit of waffles. What do?
Pin them to the wall and threaten them by breaking their finger.
You really like fingers.
I'm not allowed to break their arm, apparently. But basically, I'd be like, why the hell would you eat my food? You might be my roommate, but come on. This is my home. This is my waffles. This is my coffee.
What if they're like, I'm really hungry, man. There's not much else to eat.
I don't care. There's something to eat. Don't eat my stuff. I save it for myself. I'm very specific about what I save for myself. Don't touch my stuff. Now go to the store and buy some more. Then I throw them out the door and I continue to drink their coffee. My coffee anyway.
My solution is simple. I would slap the coffee in their face and slap the waffles on the ground and then just be like, stop it, and then walk away.
What's with you and slapping things?
It's more entertaining to just slap stuff out of people's faces.
Okay then. So, I went a bit calmer now because I realized that a long time ago I met somebody who did this test. So I'm like, I'll steal one of his questions. Sounds like fun. So, you are walking through the streets of Nar Shaddaa. It's basically like a city-state. Almost like that one city. What's it called? Las Vegas? Just sketchier. Something like that. Anyway, so you're walking through the streets and you see a woman and her child beset amongst a group of very, very asshole-looking thugs. You have the opportunity to save her. But we're Sith, so that kind of goes against our moral standing. What would you do?
I would go over to them. And I'd walk in, kill all of the thugs, and then remind the woman exactly who saved her. So that way, in that sense, she would somewhat have to, or change her pledge of loyalty to our set. So in one way, it's like, hey, we got someone who now believes in us, and then on the other side, I got to kill a bunch of people and take my anger out for the day.
What if you're not angry for the day?
I'm always angry. It's
But,
just a natural state.
You know, in all honesty, I'd probably do the same thing, because the more allies we have, the less allies the Republic has, and fuck the Republic.
My question. You are now the proud manager of a wonderful place called insert fast food chain or favorite restaurant here. So let's just say Wendys, because that's been what's been going around lately. So you are now the proud manager of a wonderful place called Wendys.
Yeah,
You're making sure that your stock is well done and keeping your employees happy. When suddenly a customer comes up angry and in a huff. They start cursing and screaming at the person at the counter and isn't letting up. What do?
I'd walk forward and be like, sir, or madam, whoever they are, I don't know, I don't care. Person, why are you screaming at my cashier? You have no reason to be doing this. That's rude, and you don't need to be doing that in person. If you need to talk to somebody who has any sort of authority in here, talk to me. I'm the manager. Hopefully, then, they would very politely explain to me that issue. And if they decide to scream at me, I'm like, sir, and then I'd use the force to make a cup float up from behind me. It's because, you know, just lifting things with a force seems to scare everybody who doesn't have it, which is entertaining. But, like, understand that I have a lot of trust and faith in my workers. And obviously you were wronged, I understand that. However, you have no right to come in and scream at my people. You have no right to come in and claim that you know anything, because guess what? The customer's always right is the most bullshit sentence that exists. So, you can either shut up and calmly tell me what's going on, or I pick you up like I picked up this cup and throw you out the window, and then I'd crush the cup.
I would probably take their food and throw it in their face and tell them to get out.
You just love throwing stuff at people.
Yeah, a little bit. I like to see the look on people's faces.
Well,
so just imagine if they had a hamburger and they're screaming about it. I'd be like, let me see if I can help. Get out. And then throw it in their face and tell them to leave. Because as a Sith, I don't put up with you. Just go. I'm done with you.
now I want a hamburger.
Me too. Next question.
Oh, that's right, that's me. Okay, so, you are presented with a large stone locked door with enough security and countermeasures that way, and honestly, you can't pick that lock. There's no way you can open it. Your goal, though, the one thing you've dreamed about the most, the perfect object that you want, is on the other side of that door. You need to get through this door. What are you gonna do?
Order my people to do it for me. I mean, why should I use my brutes making all my extra help when I'm pretty sure I have a fleet following me?
But what if it's like in a temple underground?
I'm pretty sure someone came with me.
I don't know. A lot of Sith like to walk around on their own.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure having the girl status makes people feel like they have the opportunity to follow you and make sure you're not gonna kill yourself or jump off a cliff. Just saying.
The people under you are weird.
I'm just saying that most people automatically, if you are a girl in power, are like, oh my god, she must be protected. She's like an egg. She might crack. And it's not necessarily for me. I might murder a bunch of other people because I'm upset. They have to follow me around with a bag of chips to keep me calm.
I like how it takes a bag of chips to keep you calm.
Well, sometimes it's donuts. It just depends on how I feel.
Okay, then. I'll make sure to buy donuts next time. Anyway, I don't know. I'd probably just find a way to push the door open. It's a stone door, but anything can be broken. It just depends on how hard you hit it.
That's true. So, the very last question is...
Didn't know we were almost done.
After a long day of work, you go home to your lover, and they're all ready for a nice love session. You're excited to finally have some time alone, and you rush over to get started. You're in the middle of making out when suddenly a phone call from work. What do you do?
Ignore the phone call. I don't care who you are. If I'm in bed with a person I want to be with, fuck off!
What if they keep calling?
Then I'll put my phone on silent.
And it's very important.
I'll put my phone on silent. They can leave a voicemail if it's that important. That's what voicemail's for! If you have a reason to talk to somebody and they don't answer the phone, you leave a voicemail.
And then they send someone to come talk to you.
I swear to God, if they send somebody to my door, I'd get up, open the door, and be like, what the fuck do you want? And if they say, oh, we're from your work, I'm like, tell them I'm off from work and I don't want to deal with them until tomorrow. And if they send you back, I will send you back with a broken hand. And then I'll be done. And if they come again, then I'll just politely tell the person I love I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to work, but I should probably start looking into another job. And then I will use lightning on everybody. Everybody.
Even the people who have been done here?
Yes. They know me. They know who I am.
Unfortunately, you're working here, so you have to die. That's how that went.
I mean, it very much would be... I will walk in and be like, okay, so I'm going to talk to the bosses. I'm pissed off. I'm going to kill them. If you do not want to die, get out.
That's nice and warning.
Yep.
My answer would probably pretty much be the same thing.
That's because I don't like people.
But I'd probably just ignore everything. Not even answer the door. Just leave them. I'm pretty sure it'd be too loud to hear them anyway. Anyway. That was pretty much all our questions. We did 10 questions of Sith-ulations to see how we'd respond to certain situations and how things would go. So, those are our answers. If you'd like to answer and maybe put down what you would do in the comments below, that'd be awesome. If you really like this video, you can give it a like and subscribe to me because we're probably going to be doing stupid stuff like this all the time.
Yeah.
So, please check out our stuff on the channel and I hope you enjoyed. So.